Are we live? I think we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. With that being said, I hope you're all doing well today. For any of the VOD watchers, may or may not include timestamps in the description below, with facts, blah, 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 for stream segments. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So, yeah. I always mention that. Actually, why do I mention that? I usually don't do it, but I need to start doing it more. With that being said, hello, Batowcrafter, and congratulations on being the first person in chat. Hello, just some dude saying, hi, Femyoz, glad you back. Hell yeah. Hello, Lucam. Hello, Eric Vandenborn. Big teddy bear. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Hello, Lucam. Hello, Mr. Hotel Guy. Hello, Diamond ZM. Hello, Cheese Garage. Hello, Uncle Ruckus Movie. Saying, when I grow up, I want to master debate to college girls. Ah, I see. I see. I see what you did there. Anyways. Master debater. Call him a master baiter. I see what you did there. Hello, cool name I. Can you throw your long hair over your face and say, my big teddy bear? Yes, I sure can, Eric Vandenborn. Your riz is immaculate. I will be sure to do that immediately. My big teddy bear. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, I'm practically soaked right now. All right, I'm literally soaked. All right, because Eric Vandenborn has got the greatest riz of all time. That is right, everybody. All right, we have got the greatest riz in chat. Oh my god. Dude, what am I saying? I sound too much like a YouTuber now. That's fucked up. I need to tone it back a little bit. I love you, my sexy, soft teddy bear. I love you too, big teddy bear. Dude, Eric is just too good. All right? His riz is immaculate. He is a literal female magnet. All right? When he's walking down the beach without his shirt on, literally all of the women will get sucked into his belly button. All right? That's how much of a female magnet he is. All right? Yes, he has so much riz. It's actually insane. Yeah, exactly. You know, if you rizzed in your pants from, Eric's riz, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. What is this channel about? This channel is about cock and ball torture. That is right, everybody. We're a cock and ball torture YouTube channel. That's the only thing we talk about now. Yeah, that's right. Dude, one in chat if you love cock and ball torture. I have school in 12 hours. Should I eat soon? No! You should stay up as late as possible and never sleep. Hell yes, yo. CBT stream, let's go. Chat, make sure to get your cock and ball torture devices out. That's right. You've lost your mind? Nuh-uh. Yeah, we see it. Look at all the ones in chat. Clearly everyone agrees with me. Why am I a top fan? Oh, because you're chatting the most. If you yap a lot, YouTube might detect that. Wow, isn't that crazy? Now, this is what I'm talking about. Yo, me too. Now, if you look in chat, you see this row of ones. That is all people that love cock and ball torture. That's right. I will pass on torture. Well, that's unfortunate for you, my friend, because I am a cock and ball torture utilitarian, which means I am in favor of state-mandated cock and ball torture sessions, all right? You will endure the cock and ball torture, and there's nothing you can do about it, all right? Now, that's the only fascism that I support. Anyways. Performing it or taking it? Well, yeah, you'd be receiving it. You'd be doing it to yourself. You know? Like, for instance, you could, like an example of this would be like, okay, well, let's go to, what is it? CBT Urban Dictionary. All right? This will give you, like, a great place to start. All right? So cock and ball torture, penis torture, or dick torture is a sexual activity involving application of pain or constriction to the penis or testicles. This may involve directly painful activities such as genital piercing, wax play, genital spanking, squeezing, ball busting, genital flogging, urethral play, tickle torture, erotic electrostimulation, kneeing or kicking. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, there's other methods out there too, like, receiving penis Indian burns. Or you could scrape off your penile shaft skin with a lemon zester. That's a thing you could do. There's a lot of fun stuff you could do. Why did you read that like Alex Jones? I am Alex Jones, all right? That's right. I love randomly scrolling through shorts just to stumble upon one of your streams. You should stick around. Stop scrolling. Stick around. Or else I'm gonna be very sad if you leave me. Don't leave me. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry if you leave me. You better not leave me. Anyways, let's see. I just wanted some high heel stepping, not a lemon zester, yikes. No, but it's the ultimate form of cock and ball torture, is scraping off your penile shaft skin with a lemon zester. I mean, what is a greater form of CBT than that? I love using penile shaft skin shavings as seasoning. Me too! That's my favorite thing. If only British people knew how to use seasoning, all right? They would know that if they used lots of penile shaft skin shavings, on all their food, that it would taste amazing. It would taste like real American food. And, it would be good for the teeth. It would stop their teeth from being so crooked. And, yeah. It would fix a lot of issues. Cheese grater. I would say lemon zester is preferable. Lemon zester works just fine. I just stick to penile cheese. I see. Do you sprinkle it on spaghetti? I sprinkle it on a lot of things. There's a lot of things to sprinkle, all of the penile shaft skin shaving particles onto. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff for that. This is the wildest stream yet. Somehow it's not. Dude, we should do more stuff like this. All right? We got to do more streams like this. Beans on toast, more like balls on toast. I mean, they never tell you how beans on toast are made. You never know. I mean, I'm dead serious. I'm a 6'2" trans woman, full surgery. It's hard to tell. As I'm assigned, I will throw... Bro, why is it hot when a woman says it? Why is it hot when a woman says it? If a guy said it, I'd be like creeped out. But a woman says it. It's like, it's different. It hits different, okay? Why does it hit different? Why does it hit different? Unironically. This isn't even like me shitposting. Am I just like sexist or something? Am I just like violently sexist and I just don't realize it? Am I am I a violent misandrist in the making? I don't know. I don't think so. Watching Sniper Wolf the other day made me very misogynistic, so that should counterbalance it. Low-key need though. Yeah, I'm out. Oop. Wait. Three Villery. Do you have Discord by any chance? Do you have Discord? If you do, hypothetically, you should add me. My Discord is Femyoz, Femyoz. And then hypothetically, if you add me, I would hypothetically add you back. Bottom Yos confer. Okay, shut up. Bro, this is dude, shut up. Oh my, you guys are gonna, dude, you guys are ruining this. Okay, don't. No, I'm not a bottom. What do you mean? I'm a big, strong top. All right. Why are you guys calling me a bottom? All right. I clearly am. How is this a bottom Yos moment? How is this a bottom Yos moment? Are you sure about... Bro, we went from, like, schizo posting about, like, cock and ball torture to, like... now you guys have like actually now you guys are like actually making fun of me now. This is messed up. I'm actually getting bullied. I'm getting cyberbullied, chat. It's all your fault. What is a woman? Somebody that identifies within the feminine social archetype. Shaft shavings are the only seasonings that British haven't taken. True. That's why their food sucks. I do, though. And to be honest, wherever you need me to be, Def gonna add you. But you gotta promise to add me back, though. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Bro. I'm not necessarily... I might not be available after stream. I got stuff I gotta do. But tomorrow I could be available. All right. But yeah, I do got stuff I gotta do. And yeah. You can't change your mannerisms. But yeah, you can. That's like the easiest thing to do. Submissive. I'm not being shut up. You're cute when you're bullied, though. I'm not. I'm not being cute, okay? Shut up. Shut up, okay? Shut up. This shows up on my For You page, and is that lotion in the back of truck? That's for hydrating my skin. Lol, the blushing is cute. I'm not blushing. Shut up. I'm not blushing. Shut the fuck up. I am not blushing. I don't want to hear it. I'm not red. Shut the fuck up. What is the feminine social archetype? Well, what part of that don't you understand? Do you not know what feminine is? Do you not know what social is? Do you not know what archetype is? Gotta be a little bit more specific. What are you confused about? You're so right. No, I'm not. Shut up. Oh, nah, you lying, you red, you fuck. No. No. Nuh-uh. Tomato boat and get. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. Do you know what Clanker is? I actually support General Grievous and Count Dooku and the Confederacy of Independent Systems. Yeah, actually, I'm actually a Clanker lover. Yeah. Anyways, you are the lasagna in my Garfield's eye. That is Riz technically, I think. Before I took HRT, I genuinely almost sympathized with people who didn't know about fem socialism. But today, honestly, I pity them rather. Yo, dude, we're gonna have socialism, but with forced feminization and stuff, dude. Everyone's gonna be forced to take estrogen. Oh wait, we're actually already doing that. We're putting estrogen in the water, chat. Did you know that the water you're drinking, I put estrogen in it last week? Yeah, that's right. Why are you red? I'm not. At least not anymore. Okay, C3PO is one of the good ones. True. Yo, thank you, Razuz, for the 2 saying, is it pink? What a great use of $2. Is what pink? Gotta be more specific. There's a lot of things that could be pink. You know, like, Pepto-Bismol is pink. Yeah, the Pepto-Bismol in the cabinet over there is pink. It's bubblegum pink, actually. Yo, thank you, Poor Thing 67 for the $2, saying, why are you so beautiful? You guys are just being super nice, but thank you. I don't know. Looking so cute again tonight. Am I? You know what he means, you little shit? Nuh-uh. Like, not even forced, just the honest voice of femme or gender identity and socialism being included for once. Crazy to me, I don't know, Lamau. Well, I mean, the whole point of socialism is to, like, you know, maximize equality of opportunity, right? I mean, that is the point. I'm like a market socialist. I think it's like the best, like the best possible system. At least with like the way technology currently is. I think that like after a certain point when it's like, okay, like all necessary jobs are automated, then yeah, we should probably have like a just like full on communism at that point. There's no reason that yeah, okay, so we're gonna have like people that inherit wealth from corporations and then they just so happen to own this stuff. Yeah, I think it's a bit ridiculous. I think that'd be a bit ridiculous. All right, we need to yeah. Like your necklace thingy? Thank you. I was just doom scrolling and came to say the way you said thank you was cute AF. Well, thank you. I just dude, I'm like, am I like, oh dang, you're pretty cute. Am I like more receptive to compliments when I like inject myself with HRT yesterday? You know, like when it's like one day after HRT. She's blushing so hard right now. No. No, I'm not. Everyone agrees you're pretty. Just believe it already. Estimate. But why don't I see myself as that? Okay, so we get along. Nothing like a lovely lady who enjoys equality. Yeah. She's flustered. What? No. No, I'm not. What's HRT? It means hormone replacement therapy. It's like what a lot of trans people do. So like I'm on estrogen and testosterone blockers. So yeah. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-bow. Ba-da-ba-da-bow. Ba-da-ba-da-bow. Ba-ba-ba-bow-bow-bow. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sorry. What am I saying? So pretty, you look like Megan Trainor. Well, thank you. I've actually gotten a lot of that recently. I don't know what caused it to be like that recently, but supermodel. I don't think I'm a supermodel. I wish. I wish I was attractive enough to be a supermodel. These questions are way out of hand. How long you been running HRT? I've been on HRT for 2 years. So yeah. But yeah, I just take testosterone blockers. So I don't want testosterone in my system, and I take estrogen. So that I have estrogen instead of testosterone. Gonna clip the blushing. I wasn't blushing. But you can clip whatever you want, I suppose. You know, I did say you're allowed to clip whatever you want for my streams. You know, just like as long as like, you know, it's you know, as long as it's contributing to the Femyoz industrial complex, you know, then you know it's good. Make money off of it if you want. You realize women produce testosterone too, right? Well, yeah, but obviously a lot less. Like it's not like it doesn't block it to the point where it's like I literally have zero testosterone in my system, right? It just like blocks it to the point where it's like the same or below what it would be for the average cis woman, essentially. I think for me it's like somewhere below what it would be for the average cis woman, but like it's I mean, yeah. Obviously it's not like zero, right? It's just like very, very low, right? Which is good. That's what it should be. Ah! Sorry, my hair is a mess and it's bothering me. Ugh. It's bothering me. So you take estrogen, block testosterone. What does that do, and how does that change you? For starters, I started growing titties. Your fat redistribution is more feminine. My face looks more feminine. My skin is smoother. Stuff just feels better. You know, I don't know. It's like interesting because it's like hard to pinpoint what is, but you look at an old photo of yourself from 2 years ago after 2 years of HRT and you're like, wow, yeah, shit's different. Wow. Yeah, I looked a lot worse back then. You know? Did it get smaller? Just use Google. Google is your friend. Anyways. I'm transing my gender. Me too! Oh my god! We should be besties. Lol, your face, sorry. What about it? What? What specifically, What about my face? Give us a pic of Kamala Harris. Why do you guys want a picture of Kamala Harris so bad? What, you want me to start a goon sesh? Like a public goon sesh over Kamala Harris? You guys can goon to her? And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else it would be. Because, like, you guys are, like, crazy. You guys say, like, it's the most insane shit. Do I really want to subject her? Do I want to subject, you know, Kamala Harris to that? I don't know, dude. I don't know. She looks like I look like Kamala Harris now. I didn't know that. That's true because I'm actually black. I'm actually black if you didn't know. You look like gender bent Draco Malfoy. I've heard that quite a bit. They think Femyoz is Kamala Harris's daughter or some shit. Dude, I am. How do they know? Dude, I've been doxxed. They found out that I'm actually Kamala Harris's daughter. This is fucked up. Very, very messed up stuff. Anyways. You look a lot better than Kamala. Well, thank you. Now you look like Megan Turner, actually. Yeah, I've seen that comparison a lot. And she is pretty, so I'll take it. I'll take it. It's the skin tone dead giveaway. True. Very true. That's how you can tell I'm related to Kamala. It's just we have the same skin tone. That's true. Man, super chat ain't working for me. Well, try Streamlabs. Streamlabs, I get the pin message. Any and all donations are very much appreciated. Actually, the benefit of Streamlabs is not only do you get longer dono messages, okay? But the one downside of, I guess the other downside of super chats on YouTube is YouTube does take 30% of all donations. Whereas with Streamlabs, I get all the money. I get all the money from Streamlabs donos. So the money goes directly to me if you donate through Streamlabs. Streamlabs link is always in the pin message. Streamlabs.com/Femyoz/tip if you're on mobile and can't click it for whatever wacky reason because YouTube decides we're not gonna make links clickable on mobile short streams because fuck the users, I guess. You could either type it manually, it's fairly easy to remember, streamlabs.com/Femyoz/tip, or alternatively, you could click on my channel. The first link in the about section is my Streamlabs link. Anyways, sorry, I had to shill myself for a little bit. That was like a perfect reminder. Age, how old do you think I am? How old do you think I am? Love your hair, looks so beautiful. Thank you. I thought it looks like a mess. But, okay, you won't go to Saudi Arabia, but what about Dubai? No, I'm not going to, like, anywhere that's, like, not great for trans people. I'm just saying. If it's not safe for queer people, then yeah, I'm probably not going there. At least not intentionally. What mascara do you use? Oh my god, I need to start memorizing the brand that I use. Yes, I heard about what happened in Minneapolis. I covered it on stream. I'm not interested in going over it again. Also, don't spam, alright? That shit's cringe. Do you think natural law is real? Like, what do you mean by real? Depends on how you define real. Like, is it a concept that exists? Yeah, sure, it's a concept that exists. Yo! Thank you, JM, for the $10, you beautiful fucking bastard, saying Skirt Go Spinny. Alright, I'll do 2 of those. Yeah, everyone suddenly starts requesting it as soon as I'm wearing, like, a shorter skirt. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting, huh, chat? Huh, chat? Interesting behavior, I don't care. I don't mind. I'll take it. It means more money for me. But yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen the outfit, here it is. In case anyone isn't sure as to what I was wearing. And, yeah. This is the fit. I know I'm, like, kind of built like a brick, but it's okay, alright? I'm still slaying. Alright, I'm, like, the bestest brick of all time. Yeah. There you go. Hope that was... There you go, fit check and everything. Hope that you got your money's worth and stuff. You per your request. Ooh, so cute. Why, thank you. Guys, we might just hit 10 out of 10. How long is it? Wow, it's a great question. A, dig the fit, so pretty. Why, thank you. Why, thank you. Thirst trapping. I don't know if I would consider that thirst trapping. Literally dresses like bait and gets mad when people do it. Dude, I was being facetious. I don't care. I actually don't give a fuck. But believe it or not. It's almost like I was making a joke. Damn. Fucking cute. First time I've seen your body. Well, thank you. I'm glad you don't absolutely hate it. Anyways. Hell yeah, you look really cute. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. I'd absolutely rail. I see. Honesty is the best policy, so I can't disagree with the sentiment there. But yeah, anyways. Give me all the attention possible. I just want people to notice I'm different. All right, sell yourself. Tell me why I'm supposed to pay attention to you. You know, and instead of paying attention to me, why should you be the center of attention? You know, for me, it's like, well, my goal is to entertain people, and it's like my channel, so people go here to watch my content. Wow, isn't that crazy? Wow. It's a washing machine, Einstein. It's true. Dude, I love washing machines. Dude, I love George washing machine. The messages are absolutely insane in here. Well, I'm probably the most mentally deranged person, you know? I'm like I'm like a crazy person, which is awesome. You cute as hell. Thank you, Milky. I appreciate that. Fuck the trolls, you eating. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. I think I'm serving a little bit of cunt, just at least a little bit. I'm a little bit of a mess, but like, it's like even when I'm a mess, I'd like to think that I'm serving cunt. It's like I'd like to think, maybe just a little bit. I'd let you indoctrinate me, dude. I'm actually indoctrinating you right now. I'm using my manipulation tactics on you. All right, don't you worry. All right, you're gonna become gay and transgender. The vaccines are gonna make you autistic and stuff. All right, and if you get triple boosted, you're gonna have super autism, which is awesome because that's like what makes you transgender. Cute shirt, thank you. Very, very much appreciated. I'm so excited. You better be. You better be excited. What the hell is super autism? It's like autism plus. It's like super autism. It's like autism, but more. Anyways, already indoctrinated, I guess. Well, I'm indoctrinating you even more. All right? I'm gonna, yeah. You're adorable. We're women. The trolls can cope. Yeah, honestly, they're just boosting me in the algorithm. I don't really pay attention to them. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I think my audience pays attention to them more than I do. I feel like it's the only reason I ever acknowledge them. It's like, yeah, my audience like sometimes engages with them, so I just sort of go with the flow of like my audience, I guess. It's like Disney Plus. You got to buy a subscription. Yeah, it's like you get like a 3-month free trial of super autism, okay? And then eventually, you gotta pay up, all right? You can't get free super autism forever, or you only get regular autism that you get from the vaccines, all right? But because they actually activate super autism through the microchips that they implant in you. Is paywalling autism premium ableist or classist? Both, actually. I'd say it's more classist than anything. I think that paywalling something is it is fundamentally like a classist aspect of society. Right? Like you have to be, the unfortunate thing is, like you could make the argument that like paywalling any amount of content is classist to an extent, right? Because some people can't afford that. Right? But it's also a behavior that has to be engaged in to some extent. Like it's a behavior that's like a necessary evil, right? I think it might be where like it might be like one of the reasons people, often say some stuff like, there's no such thing as ethical consumption under capitalism. It's like, yeah, no matter what, like it's like, yeah, there's gonna be some classism rooted in the decisions you make. There will be some of that. Actually, paywalling is ethical and moral because, and should be maximized because pores are less. Yeah, exactly. Just like, dude, if you're homeless, just buy a house. Exactly. Like, why don't they think of that? Like, they're so dumb. It's like same thing like with people in wheelchairs. Like if you're in a wheelchair, dude, just stand up and walk, okay? Like everybody else, bro. I mean, come on. Is she pretending to be trans? I have 3 trans friends and she doesn't look it at all. Well, I have some good/bad news depending on, who the news is for, all right? The good news is, you can verify that I'm trans very easily. The bad news is, people can pick apart my entire transition timeline, but, the good news is also I don't care that people, might want to do that. But you can watch my old videos and see what I used to look like. So, yeah. Pretty stupid to want to try socialism yet again. Yeah, except the market socialism or libertarian socialism or non-authoritarian, you know, not non-authoritarian aspects of it, or versions, variants, I guess, um, of that specific economic position. That's what I'm in favor of. Those haven't been tried. It's like, no, actually, the state owning stuff, like a command economy is actually not the same thing as socialism. That's called Joseph Stalin is the landlord of the USSR. All right, and he decides the rules for his big piece of land. All right, that's what it amounts to. All right, that is not communism. That is not socialism. All right, it's a fucking psyop. All right, I had a really rough debate day. Oh my god, I'm illiterate. TikTok was fucking brutal. I debated a KKK member today. Wow. Well, congratulations or sorry to hear that, depending on, whether or not that was like a fun thing for you. I mean, some people like to do that. Some people don't. Some people, I don't know. For me, I find some of those people to be so insufferable to the point where it's like, there's a term for it called state capitalism. Exactly. It's like what they do in China, state capitalism. Perfect example, right? And people are like, no, but if you love communism so much, just go to China. And it's like, no, that's like just as capitalist as America. It's just like a different variant of capitalism. It's literally just like state capitalism, right? That's what that is, right? It's not the means of production aren't fucking collectively owned there, right? That doesn't happen, all right? All right, state owned and collectively owned are not the same, all right? Because the state in of itself is its own monopoly, all right? It's a monopoly on power, right? And a market socialist, or especially someone that's like a libertarian socialist, is going to be against something like that, right? Because we're anti-authoritarian, right? And that's an example of authoritarianism, which we're against, right? What we want is, I don't know, like some obviously far more reasonable stuff, like I don't know, like say for instance, heavily subsidizing worker cooperatives, right? If a business implements worker cooperatives, they should be incentivized. It should be de-incentivized for them to do the contrary, for them to mistreat workers, obviously, right? For them to not allow the workers to have a say, right? The workplace ought to be democratized. It is literally just an extension of democracy, right? There's no logical justification against it. I mean, come on. Anyways, with that being said, the stream is just great to chill to, TBH. Yeah, I need to take a piss again, dude. I drank a bunch of water, and now I'm suffering the consequences. Apparently, so yeah. Hold on. Let me switch. All right, my headphones are done being dead, I think. All right, and now I'm gonna take the fattest piss ever. Please don't leave. Don't leave me. All right, spam lettuce emojis or something. Keep the stream active. Entertain each other. All right, I'll be as fast as possible. All right, I'll be back in like a minute. All right, don't leave me. I just really gotta pee. Okay. Oh no, my camera's, oh my god, my camera's trolling me, showing my messy ass bed. Are you fucking, dude, are you kidding? Dude, I just got exposed for rot maxing. Are you serious? My messy ass room is what you decided to show my audience? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh well. Well, that sucks. That's unfortunate. Yeah, dude, my camera trolls me sometimes. So it's it's like, dude, you're pointing to like the one messy part of the room, okay? Can you shut up, lol? Dude, I'm rot maxing, okay? Chat, I'm actually rot maxing today. Do you guys want to see my booger wall? I'm becoming the next Asmongold. Do you guys want to see my diarrhea collection? Do you guys want to see my armpit hair shavings? Cleaner than my room. I love your outfit so much. Thank you, Kamikaze Days 15. Very much appreciated. Very epic, very based. Dirty socks. Are there dirty socks? I don't think there are. I don't think there's any dirty socks around. If there are, that's gonna bother me. That's like actually one thing that does bother me. So I don't think that there are any. The mascara is so pretty. Thank you. Oh, you're saying you want to see them? No. We're not doing, no. Yeah, crusty sock collection. Guys, want to see my cum sock? Do you want to see my collection? Do you guys want to see my semen collection? I'm doing it for semen retention. All right, it's very important. All right, semen retention, very important. I guess boogers are masculine. True. Very true. Don't listen to the transphobes. You're gorgeous. Well, thank you. Thank you. Anyways. Dude, your hair actually looks great. Really? I'm not entirely feeling it. It's like a little bit, it's kind of wacky today. I don't know. Booger picking is good news for 5-year-old me before I became a boy. Very true. Very true. Yo, thank you, the Jezebel himself for the $5. You beautiful fucking bastard, saying duressed femme around my IRL friends for the first time, and everyone complimented my outfit. By the way, so sorry that you have to deal with all that shit. Well, it's no worries. It's no worries. You know, I've seen worse. People have been way meaner to me than anything anyone would say in chat. That's all I can say. It has been gold maxing for extra views. Dude, that's the thing is like, dude, if I was a cis woman, all right, people, like, if I could do that and people would let me get away with it, I guarantee it. You know, I could, like, unironically Asmongold max. Dude, there was this, like, one person, like, there was, like, this one woman, like, this, like, one conventionally attractive woman who was, like, rot maxing as much as Asmongold. All right, but people view it differently because, oh, it's an attractive woman. It's like, no, it's still bad. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not pretend like it's any better. Femi's last word to a sentence to every statement. Anyways, all right. Now I feel a little bit called out here. You know, I feel a little bit called out. All right, let's see your booger wall. Well, I was lying about that. I actually don't have one. I, like, made that up. Because it was funny. Anyways. I mean, when don't I make stuff? I mean, I'm a YouTuber. My job is to make things up, all right? For a living. All right, and to say words that are funny, or alternatively to, you know, just entertain. Do you like Asmongold? Fuck no, that guy's disgusting. That guy's a freak. He's one of the most wretched, disgusting, vile people I have ever had the displeasure of laying my eyes upon. No, I actually despise. Unironically despise. It's not just because he rot max. It's just like, dude, he's not even a good person. Like, he has no redeeming qualities. He's not likable. He's not funny. He's not intelligent. He has horrible political opinions. He's like disgusting. He's ugly. You know, he absolutely smells bad. He uses a dead rat, the smell of a dead rat, as an alarm clock, which is fucking disgusting. You know? Yeah, there are many reasons to dislike him, all right? And that's just barely scratching the surface, okay? There are so many reasons why I don't like Asmongold. Not very tolerant of you? Yeah, you're right. I don't tolerate Asmongold because he's like a disgusting freak. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, dude. It's like, yeah, dude, the idea you have to be like tolerant to bad people. Like, yeah, dude. Oh, what's that? You don't support pedophiles or racists? Well, so much for the tolerant left. I thought you guys were supposed to be accepting. It's like, well, yeah, we're accepting of things that don't cause objective or measurable harm, but like, you know, being a racist or a pedophile or, you know, any of those characteristics, you know, those aren't that. It doesn't quite meet the criteria, you know. Anyways. The idea that leftists have to be tolerant to racists is wild. No, literally. Literally. Asmongold bots his streams. I don't know if that's true. I think that there are people that are brain dead enough to watch him, unironically. Alright, there are absolutely mouth-breathing retards that unironically consume his content on a consistent basis. I know it's sad to think about because it is. But, Rat Alarm patent is still available. Oh, I'd better get right on that. Yo, thank you, Grace Lilith, for the $10. You beautiful fucking bastard saying, from one trans girly to another, love the makeup and the outfit. Stay safe out there. Thank you so much for the generous donation. And you too, you better also stay safe. Or else I'm gonna be very angry. Who are you talking about? Who's lame? Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about, are Christians better people, alright? Are Christians better people? Oh, I'm so excited to find out. What do you guys think?
When we make them, we hate them. So he's talking about life in the spirit. That
Wait, you hate them? Wait, that's not very loving or Christian of you. I thought Christianity was about loving thy neighbor.
Pulls us up. He talks about the new nature.
Now, obviously, you know, you're not very loving of, you know, hair care routine. You might have gotten, you know, genetically fucked over a little bit. I can't lie. You know, you got the you're genetically very unfortunate. You know, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage, but you know, no need to take it out on others, right?
New desires and a new power. He said in Romans 7:6, all in context of Romans 7, we serve in the new way of the Spirit. The new way of the Spirit.
Well, what's not serving is that hairline or, you know, the lack thereof.
Not the flesh. And where he is driving, Romans 8, if you want to read ahead this week, we won't be there for a few months, but Romans 8 talks about life in the Spirit. All of chapter 8 is how to live by the person, the presence, the power of the Holy Spirit.
And receding hairlines.
The Christian and the non-Christian can both look at the life of Jesus and admire it.
Yeah, you're right. Why am I calling it a hairline? There's no line. That's like I don't even know what that is. That's like the McDonald's logo.
But only the Christian can experience it.
Oh, shit, really?
There are many people who don't
that's so convenient.
know Jesus, who admire Jesus. Only those who have the Holy Spirit not only can admire him, but can experience the life that he lived by the power that he had.
Really? Is this something you can prove scientifically? Is this something that you can objectively measure? Or is this just like it's just like vibes, bro? I feel like it's true, so it's true.
And so ultimately, the new nature has new desires, and the Holy Spirit does all of this, and he brings a new power so that you can live a new life in relationship to Jesus Christ that is increasingly more like Jesus Christ.
Okay. Why though? Also, isn't Jesus like in favor of like redistributing wealth from like the rich to the poor? Oh, surely you wouldn't be against that, would you? Or is it the case that, oh, you're a hypocrite like everybody else that preaches the same fucking shit?
And again, this is the primary difference between the Christian and the non-Christian.
No, literally just a vibes-based philosophy, no logical framework, no logical justification for any of his beliefs. No, he doesn't need that.
Christian is at the level of desire. What do you want? What do you want? The Christian at their deepest level wants to do what God says, and they struggle with it because they're still fighting.
What if I don't want that? Like, what if I have no desire at all whatsoever to do what some like weird, violent entity supposedly is telling me to do, right? Like, if it's the case that the Christian God is true, it's like, wow, it's a very violent God that's permissive of a lot of terrible things like slavery and rape, where he explicitly allows for it, right? In Deuteronomy, it's explicitly stated that if a guy rapes a woman or a girl, that as a quote unquote punishment, he has to marry the person that he raped. Yeah. I think you see why I would take issue with the morality that's prescribed by your God. Yeah, I think it's very obvious. Or I don't know, God endorsing slavery. Yeah, that was a thing. It was as long as it's their people that are the slaves and not our people. Very interesting.
The flesh. For the non-Christian, the deepest desire is not obedience, it's disobedience. It's not holiness, it's unholiness. It's not following Jesus, it's sinning against Jesus.
Well, if that's the natural desire, don't you guys believe that natural equals good? Or do you believe that natural equals bad? Because if natural equals bad, then, oh boy, a lot of your other arguments are going to be very bad. Like, if you say that being trans is unnatural, then, oh, good luck with that. Well, I'm actually going, actually going against nature. If that's, I'm actually not, but that's besides the point. Now, all of it is an appeal to nature fallacy. Whether or not something is natural is irrelevant.
So let me ask you this. What changes, if you are a Christian, what changes have happened in your nature, your desire?
Yes, trans people are obviously natural. We exist naturally. We've existed for ages.
And your power. Some of you, the power that's been unlocked and unleashed in your life, it's supernatural.
Really? Can you point to the supernatural power? Like, is it in the room with us?
Some of you were addicted and then you were set free. You say, what happened? You're like, I don't know. God took out the old nature, put in the new nature, put in new desires, new power. I don't know.
Yeah, he just doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's talking about. What a great lecture where the guy giving the lecture doesn't even know what he's saying. That's my favorite kind.
Literally changed. That's some of your testimony. That God literally just re-hardwired you in an instant. And we even got a testimony from somebody.
Well, I don't think that that's true. I don't think that happens. I'm going to be real. Nobody is magically hardwired completely differently overnight. That doesn't happen.
Recently, I won't share any of the
It's just like a fucking lie. It's a great
details, but they were struggling mightily with suicide. They met Jesus 100 days ago and have not had any thought of self-harm in 100.
Really, what about all the people that successfully commit suicide that don't meet Jesus? What about those people? Like the vast majority of them? You know? But all right.
Days. You know why? New nature.
Why did Jesus save them, not the other people that commit suicide?
Sure. New desires, new power. Okay? Because the flesh pulls us down to death and the spirit pulls us up to life.
There's just like a whole lot of horse shit. He's saying nothing.
It's very practical. I want you to look at your life.
Yeah, very, very practical stuff. Very, very useful in the real world. Totally.
And ask, okay, where have I experienced the new nature, the new desires, and the new power?
Yeah, where this guy is a fucking liar and an idiot. Mostly a non-thinking con man. Oh, absolutely. He's absolutely a con man. And I'm glad that what I want to show here, right, is I'm hoping that there's some amount of Christians that watch this, right? Maybe they can get past like, oh, I'm like the edgy atheist and like, oh, this is like the Christian or whatever, right? And see like, yeah, this person is like a lying grifter. Maybe I'm not the best person to like deliver the message to like Christians specifically, but it's like, dude, you got to be careful. Like, yeah, people use faith to lie about stuff, you know? You question things, all right? Questioning stuff is good. Anyone that tells you that you shouldn't question things is a fucking liar and a scam artist, all right? Either that or they're bought into that shit. They're either bought into shit from the phoniest motherfuckers you will ever meet, or they are phonies themselves.
For me, I grew up in a Catholic home, religious home, loved my parents, wasn't their fault. My mom loved the Lord. I didn't care. I was totally indifferent. I had nobody to blame but myself. The age of 19 in college, God saved me reading the book of Romans in my dorm at a state university. And then I went on a men's retreat and God spoke to me audibly, told me to do 4 things: marry Grace.
Well, that just doesn't happen. You're just fucking lying. Like, no, there's no audible God speaks to you. That doesn't happen. Like, even religious people will disagree with this. Even the most fervently religious people will tell you that that's a load of shit. Right? Isn't it meant to be like you can like sort of feel or intuit the message? That's sort of the idea behind it. You don't audibly hear words coming out of God's mouth.
Who was my high school sweetheart and now the mother of our 5 kids.
It's like, dude, I'm sorry, but like, it sounds like a bad trip. Like, dude, lay off the fucking hallucinogens, right? Just lay off the fucking LSD, all right? Lay off the shrooms, lay off the DMT, all right? You'll feel better, all right?
And the
I
Flourish
promise.
Women's director and my best friend, okay? So he said, marry Grace, preach the Bible. He said to me then, train men and plant churches. Up until that point, the only thing I thought about was marrying Grace. That was it. He's like, marry Grace. I was like,
Oh, he's just like full of shit.
all right. I mean, if she'll put up with me, I'm in, okay? Preach the Bible.
Poor Grace.
I had zero
I would file a divorce if I was her. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't have married the dude in the first place. I mean, he's ugly, disgusting, retarded. He lies for money.
thoughts in my whole life of doing that. Zero. Train men. I'm 19. I'm not even a man. Right?
It's not much has changed, other than your hairline, which has receded a lot.
Right? How do I train men? I'm 19. And then plant churches. I'd never even heard of church planting. What is that? Oh, start a church from nothing. Zero.
Yeah, and then God called me on the phone and gave me a tutorial on how to start it. Yeah, dude. And then everybody clapped.
Times in my whole life had I thought about that. But that was God's will for my life.
How do you know?
When I became a Christian, God gave me a new nature. And then he gave me new desires. And then he gave me the Holy Spirit to chase.
Okay, why doesn't he just give me the desire to seek him, right? If it's so important that I have a relationship with God, then like, why doesn't he give me the intrinsic desire to have a relationship with him and reach out to me? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, so he supposedly reached out to you, okay? Well, he hasn't reached out to me. I don't think he's going to because I don't think he's real, but, you know. Like, I'm a pretty open-minded individual. Like, if there's evidence of something, right? If I have, like, a solid reason to believe something, like, I'll believe it, right? It's just like I've yet to see any substantive evidence in favor of the existence of any God, let alone the Christian God.
Those desires. Okay? So since age 19, I'm with Grace. I adore her. I love her. I am blessed to be with her. We went for a walk yesterday. It was sunny and warm out. We're holding hands, and I literally just couldn't believe how blessed I am. I'm like, I've got great.
All right, this is lame as fuck. So are Christians better people? The answer is like, no, you didn't even answer the question. Dude, I was hoping he'd be like, yeah, Christians are like so much better.
Were
All right, we're gonna take a look at the lie that many pastors have told. So Christians in the chat, listen up. All right, you've been lied to. All right, but this guy right here is the only person that will tell you the truth. So you better listen to what he says. Everybody is lying except for him. All right, just keep that in mind. All right, everyone but him is lying. So make sure to donate your life savings to him, so he can continue to tell you the truth that nobody else will.
Some of you were poorly taught. Okay? You were taught that God forgives you, but he doesn't really change you. So all you are is just the same old.
Wait, if he changes me, then that means that I don't have to do anything. Right? He changes me, not I change myself.
Sinner that you were. Once you meet Jesus and get a new nature, he told us in Romans chapter 1 that God sees you as a saint. That he's done something in Jesus Christ to change your status in the sight of God and to change your condition in relationship to God.
Wait, why does he need Jesus to do that? He's God. He's all powerful. He can do that without Jesus. Or is he not all powerful? Like, why does he have to do that?
Doesn't mean that you're perfect, but it does mean that you're new. And that God has begun a change process in your life to make you more and more like Jesus. And ultimately, he is in Romans 7 going to speak of life in the Spirit, where the Spirit of God pulls us up toward heaven, toward Jesus, toward the
Okay, really? Why don't I feel that pull? Like, where is this invisible force? Where is it?
kingdom of God, in obedience to God's commands and decrees, and he explains it in 3 ways. In chapter 7, verse 22, he speaks of our inner being. This is a new nature. I need you to know that if you belong to Jesus, or you give yourself and your sin to Jesus today, he gives you a new nature. Literally, the heart.
Okay, so where's my new nature? I'm waiting for it. I don't feel the new nature now. What about now? Oh shit, no new nature. Dude, how long do I have to wait for my new nature to arrive? Or, oh wait, this is actually just like fucking made up. Because he's lying and grifting and basically farming you for money.
Wiring in you is reset by God at the deepest level of your being. The Bible talks about that he would take out our heart of stone and he would give us a heart of flesh. That he would be a new creation in Christ, that old things would pass away, that all things would be made new. that you would be born again, that you were originally born with a nature of sin in the flesh. You're born.
Yeah, why did he make, okay, why doesn't he make it so that I'm not born like that? You know, like he's all powerful. You know, he can just fix all these issues.
Again, of a new nature.
Like, why do I have to fix God's mistakes?
In the spirit for obedience to God. So he talks about a new nature in chapter 7. He also talks about new desires. He said in 7:15, I do not do what I want to do. Have we ever felt that?
Yeah, against my will.
Have you ever felt that? You're like, I wanted to do the right thing and I didn't.
Oh, that? Yeah, a few times. And then I changed my behavior. Yeah, that's called like growing as a person. That's called growing up. That's called your morality improves as you age. Generally, not always. But like, yeah, I'm obviously gonna have a better sense of morality now as a 21-year-old than I did as an 11-year-old, right? I mean, no shit.
I'll give you an example. It's a minor example.
That's a good point. Why am I the janitor for God's mistakes? Yeah, exactly. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's incoherent.
But I was walking in, and I'm eating healthy this week because it's Christmas, and I don't want to blow up like a puffer fish. So, and I'm 50.
Well, you're already kind of bloated. I mean, you got a beer belly, so you may as well be. Anyways. This guy's old and tired. Can we watch some fun videos now? Here, I could just like speed it up a little bit.
Like if you're in your 20s, enjoy carbs and eyesight. All of that's about to change, okay?
Yeah, I'm enjoying, well, I mean, my eyesight isn't very good, but you know, I'm enjoying carbs.
You can't eat anything and you can't see anything. You're just going to be big and blind. That's where you're headed, okay?
Yeah, we're all going to be fat one day. We're all going to look like Nicholas Diorio.
Walking in and there's a table
the sad reality.
filled with...
All right, Jesus wants us to look like Nicholas Diorio.
Cookies. In Genesis 3, there was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and they were told to walk by it.
Why did he just like not put the tree there? He could have just like not put it there. That was like an option he had. He knew what they were going to do. He knew that they were going to do the thing that they weren't supposed to. So he could have just like not put it there and prevented that outcome. You know, that's like an option, you know. I
thought about that right after I ate the cookie, okay? So I'm full of chocolate chip cookies, and I got up to I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, we can tell you eat lots of chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, it's, you don't need to tell us. We know.
In one bite, Grace asked, she's like, what'd you do with the cookie? I was like, I ate it. She's like, between there and there? Yes, one breath. I ate the whole cookie in one bite.
Yeah, I believe that. I don't doubt that for a second. We can tell.
And you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to eat broccoli, but I didn't.
No, you didn't want to eat broccoli. That's just like a lie. You obviously had the desire to do the opposite. No, you actually wanted to eat the cookie. That's why you did it. It's a fucking idiot. Because obviously you don't want to eat broccoli because it tastes yucky. You want to eat the cookie because it tastes yummy. I know, crazy. Like there's a difference between like, yeah, you want to do something versus, yeah, you probably should, you know.
Because the inner man put up a real fight, right? And flesh is the Greek word for baked good. So it all corresponds right here. But he talks about new desires, 7:15. I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate.
Wait, I thought you just said that you wanted to eat broccoli. Well, it's just like wait, you don't even understand what you're citing. You're citing something that says the literal opposite of what you said, like a minute ago. Like you're saying, well, I wanted to eat the broccoli, but I didn't because I was just tempted by the cookie. And now you're reading something that says the opposite, where it's like, no, you're supposed to do the thing you don't want. You know, the broccoli is what you don't want. You want the cookie, but you're supposed to eat the broccoli anyway because it's better for you. That, like, you don't even understand your own analogy.
How many of you intended to do the right thing, you did the totally wrong thing, and afterwards you're like, what was I thinking? Okay, and for some of you, it's the weekend. Right? This was Friday night. Welcome, you know? This is the struggle. We're not perfect, but we're new. And the new part of us hates our old habits. The new part of us hates our old behaviors. The new part of us hates our old decisions. And when
no, a lot of the time I hate my current decisions. I want to be real. It's called executive dysfunction. It's very, very annoying. I've always kind of been like that. But, you know, it's a work in progress. But, yeah, no, it's not the new me. It's like the current me, the past me, future me, like all versions of me. I hate past decisions I've made to an extent. You know, there's always going to be some decisions I made that weren't the best.
We make them, we hate them. Thanks for joining me. My name is Pastor Mark. I've been teaching the Bible for more than 3 decades.
You dumbass are contradicting yourself debating this. Really? What was one thing I said that contradicted another thing I said? How did I contradict myself? Ah. All right, we're gonna watch, you know, what I think is gonna be the best out of the 3 videos from this guy that we're gonna watch. All right, this one is called 29 Signs That You're Facing a Jezebel Spirit. All right, this is the Kino grade A content that I signed up for. All right, because I want to know if I'm facing a Jezebel spirit. You know, that might be why I'm transgender. And yeah, we gotta find out together. All right, chat. Shut up! I don't care. Fuck off.
You're live or online. You're good.
Okay.
All right. All right. Best night of the week, man. Hey, welcome to Real Men. We're so good. So.
Dude, he is way too... Oh my god. You know, I don't want to shit on somebody for being enthusiastic, but like... I don't know, when you're like forcing it like this, it's very... very soy. Comes across as, yeah, very, very soy. Very soy-coded. Very beta-coded.
Glad. So excited to see you guys. Whether you're live or
You know, any woman that sees this, you know, her pussy is going to instantly dry and shrivel up.
online, you're doing the right thing. Best guys, best place. Amen? Man, am I the only one excited to be here?
Yes. Yeah, probably. Oh wait, no, your audience might be just as delusional as you.
Woo! Look around the room. You found your people, gentlemen. Here are the
Wow, you found people that are just as brainwashed as you. Great, yeah, but definitely not a cult.
heterosexual guys with the Bible. Welcome to our team. Welcome to our team. All right, my name's Pastor Mark.
Totally heterosexual men right here. You know, that have to declare how heterosexual they are.
So excited to have you, and we're in the middle of a sermon series on Elijah. And so what I'm doing is a little 4-part series, and we're looking at this case study of this relationship between a man named Ahab and his crazy hot wife Jezebel. So,
okay, and what's the issue?
today's talk is.
So it's just like a marriage. It's a marriage between a man and a woman. No, you should be in favor of that, right? You're like a Christian.
29 signs of the Jezebel.
He's so closeted, yet nobody who's not like a closet gay man has to announce to the world how straight they are. Yet no straight guy goes around telling people how straight they are. They just go do straight people things, like getting bitches and having sex with women. You know, if you're not doing that, you're probably like a gay guy. I'm sorry.
Spirit. So we're going to put up a number, and if you'd like to send in a photo of your girlfriend or ex-wife, we'll pick 29. Amen? I thought that would be funny. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. Some of the dudes are like, I got it. Okay, so here's...
This guy should be a comedian. Clearly has a knack for it.
The background of the story of Isaiah. And if you want to know more, we're in...
What did you just find? What is this? What is this shit? What did you just link me, Kimmy? What have you stumbled across?
Spend.
Okay. All right. What is this? The Enemy's Project? Transgender. A transitioned woman and a MAGA mama. Oh no. This is gonna be awful. Ugh.
Birthdays with me, I miss them.
I assume this is the trans person.
So you can see
Is this the trans MAGA
the
person?
impact you're having.
I turned into creativity where I make money through my emotions and making the
This poor indoctrinated. Which one is indoctrinated? I don't know what's happening.
world, painting the world to be the world that I want to live in and making
Is it gonna be? Dude, I don't even know what this is. This is just like a random timestamp.
people happy, and it's been the best therapy ever.
There's a lot of awful parts, but I think the moderation is better than Jubilee. You're in the middle of it? Oh, sorry. Wait, where am I supposed to start? Do I start at the beginning? I could start at the beginning. Oh, you were watching. Okay.
After
I got confused. Okay, so this is the trans woman.
truly lack empathy.
Hold on.
I don't believe in people who look and dress up like voodoo dolls.
So she's a gender fundamentalist. Trump 2024. Oh, great.
Lots of makeup, who have an evil agenda of corrupting these children.
These people that are
Oh, so this is just like a trans woman. Okay, so this is okay. I thought that the trans woman was MAGA. Okay, I thought they were saying that this person's a transitioned woman and a MAGA mama. Okay.
coming after us truly lack empathy and sometimes even humanity.
My
Facts.
worst scenario will be my kids being converted.
Converted to what? being open about their identity? Who gives a fuck?
to changing their bodies.
The trans, non-binary,
Poor children. I feel bad for her kids.
queer kids today need to have a role model that isn't a drag queen
True. Yo, facts.
or a pop star. Just
Yeah, can we stop pretending like drag queens are the same thing as trans women? Can we like not say that that's trans representation? Like that's actually like harmful because it's not the same
a
thing.
normal person that
Yeah, she is very pretty.
is living their life out and proud and being who they are.
They're not fit to be in the community. They should be in mental institutions until they get better to live with other humans.
They should be in mental institutions for being transgender. Yeah. What's the scientific evidence of that working? Like what's your reason to believe that? Ugh. Oh god, the fucking iMovie text.
This new old
All right, I'm gonna watch this after we. Dude, I wanna learn more about the Jezebel spirits. This looks like it's gonna be rough. All right, dude, this looks more fun. All right, I wanna hear about how we're facing a Jezebel spirit. All right.
In it every weekend, there's a full study guide, 1 Kings 17 through 2 Kings 2, and the case
Dude, you're excited over a study guide? Ugh. Yikes.
study is this. There is a king, he's passive, his name is Ahab. He's got a wife,
Dude, he's a subby bottom.
she's seductive and controlling. Her name
Yo, dude, it's the mommy dommy wife.
is Jezebel,
Yo, W Jezebel. Let's go. Dude, I love Jezebel.
and they're up against the prophet of God, Elijah. And so we're saying that these are not just three people who used to live, but the spirits that empowered them continue their work in new days.
Really? What do they do? Like, where's the tangible evidence of this?
Today, the Ahab spirit would cause people, but especially men, to be passive, indifferent,
You hate anybody that isn't you. So bad you just trashed gays and bisexuals. Really? Where? Where did I do that? I'm so confused.
silent. It causes people, but oftentimes women, to be like Jezebel, domineering and high controlling. And what
Problem?
happens is, if you tolerate, they will dominate. That's how the relationship works. And then there is Elijah, filled with the
What if I want to be dominated by a hot woman? You got a problem with that?
Spirit of God up against the spirit of Jezebel and the spirit of Ahab. We've established as well, some people are fully possessed.
He's the type of person to unironically use terms like spiritual warfare. It's like actually so schizophrenic.
Meaning their personality and this spirit are indistinguishable.
Yeah, step on me, mommy Jezebel is the conclusion I've come to.
This spirit starts to
She reminds me of my parents. I'm sorry to hear that. Better luck next time, I guess. Yeah, re-roll the dice and hope for better.
overtake their personality and decision making. Sometimes this will be clinically diagnosed, dissociative identity disorder, multiple personality disorder. People will talk about here.
Oh god. He believes all this is like some spiritual warfare shit, doesn't he? Just like anti-science.
Voices, and sometimes it is just medical or hormonal or chemical, but sometimes it's spiritual. Second
Wait, how do you make the distinction? How do you know if it's spiritual?
phase, people are not possessed and controlled, but oppressed. They're going to get disoriented when they're around these spirits. They lose their bearings. They get exhausted. They get confused. They get brain fog. It's a bit of spiritual warfare.
Just take Adderall and your brain won't be foggy no more.
Third, some people just
All right, that's how you defeat it. Goth girl domination. Oh no, my worst nightmare. Please don't. Yeah, I would hate that. I would hate if a big, strong goth mommy was like controlling me and like pinned me against a wall and like started making out with me and you know, like would like carry me around and stuff and like, you know, like yeah, that'd be terrible. I'd hate that. Or like if she, you know, tied me up. Oh, that'd be like the worst. Dude, that'd be the worst. I don't know what I would do. I'd be like, what the heck? It must be the Jezebel spirit.
have these proclivities and tendencies.
I need to stop.
Some of you would
I'm digging myself a grave.
be more Ahab. If you don't pay attention and have just an intentionality about your life, you're going to be more passive. You're going to go backward, not forward. You're going to avoid conflict, not say and do what should be done. Others of
That's very womanly. Very womanly behavior, avoiding conflict.
you,
Let me guess. If a woman does what you're saying men should do, you'd be like, no, you're being bitchy.
your personality is going to be domineering, overbearing. Right? You're going to be the one who is in control and not going to be controlled. That can
Why? Why is it okay for a guy to be controlling but not a woman? That's fucking dumb.
be a personality or a tendency. We're going to look at all of this. And two things by way of preface, and then we'll jump in. Number one, a man or a woman can have an Ahab or a Jezebel spirit or tendency.
Wow. Wait, there's multiple? There's multiple Jezebel spirits? What? How? I thought Jezebel was one person. What the fuck is a Jezebel spirit? Why did God invent Jezebel spirits to, I don't know, trick people into doing the bad thing or whatever, or like whatever it is you have a problem with? You could just like not allow them to interact with you or something, you know?
Some women are controlling, some men are controlling, some men are passive, some women are passive. In my experience, it's oftentimes men who are more Ahab, passive, those women in relationship with those men, more
Yeah, that's kind of hot, dude.
domineering, overbearing,
Dude, W
and
femdom.
controlling. Number two, Jezebel is a lot harder to get rid of, more difficult to defeat. For this reason, it's about what? Control. And so Christianity
Yeah, but you're literally obsessed with it. You're obsessed with control. And you're terrified of the notion of you not having it.
is about being under authority, not being in authority.
But you're talking about how you want to be in authority over women. So, no, you're just like wrong.
It's about being controlled by the Holy Spirit, not controlling others.
Unless the other people you're talking about is women. It's actually men's job to control women. It's literally what you said, like less than a minute ago. You fucking retard.
And it's not about dominating, it's about surrendering. That's how you become a Christian. Say, God, you're in charge, not me. You're in control, not me.
Oh, it's actually God making me beat my wife, all right? God told me to do it.
You tell me what to do. I don't tell everybody else what to do.
But how do you know that your interpretation of what God is supposedly saying is correct? Like, how do you prove this? Like, what are we basing this off of?
Because the Jezebel tendency is about control. It's
Like, why is it the case that many people who claim to have spoken with God say very different things and have very different worldviews and believe things that are mutually exclusive? Wow, it's almost like it's all a bunch of bullshit and none of it makes any sense. And it's all a bunch of incoherent nonsense.
more difficult
As people convincing themselves of delusions.
to get rid of something that is Jezebelian than something that is Ahab. That being said, I want to start in Revelation chapter 2. And Jezebel was a woman that lived in the days of Elijah. Jesus rebukes a church in Thyatira in Revelation 2. It's 1,000 years later. So we know it's not the same
I search for the stream. Hi. Hello, Uber Pies. Good to see you again.
person, but it's the same spirit working through a different
He eats food. That's news to me. I don't know. I just can't imagine him gouging food into his face.
person. So here's what Jezebel says. Jesus says rather to Jezebel, I,
Wait, you might be behind in stream desire arc, I think.
Jesus, have this against
That was a comment I made a while
you.
ago.
Jesus confronts Jezebel. Just like Elijah in the Old Covenant confronted Jezebel, Jesus confronts Jezebel. Just like Ahab
Well, what is Jezebel doing wrong?
was tolerating, enduring, passive toward Jezebel, here in the church at Thyatira, apparently the men,
Yo, some people are more passive. What's wrong with that? Like, it sounds like they're perfectly compatible.
passive. They were tolerating. And so Jesus has to be the Elijah. You tolerate that woman Jezebel. If you tolerate, they will dominate. If you don't speak, they will speak. If you don't lead, they will lead. If you do not,
Wait, why is it good when you lead but bad when they lead? This is so fucking dumb. It's like, oh, well, it's good when you lead because reasons and bad when they lead because reasons. Like, okay.
activate, they will dominate. She calls herself a prophetess. She says she's very spiritual. Oftentimes, the Jezebel spirit is very spiritual and very sensual. Loves church, loves to weaponize the Bible, loves to misquote the scriptures.
Gee, golly. Who could that possibly remind me of? Man, I can't think of a single person.
Loves to
Oh, it beats me.
use even God's word to manipulate and control others.
Oh, I just can't think of a single person that reminds me of.
Calls herself a prophetess and is teaching. And I always say, if they can't teach, they try to blog. That's just how this works. But they're going to make sure to tell everyone what they think. Seducing my servants. We'll get into this for you single guys.
Okay.
You single guys need to know. You meet a guy, you meet a gal, immediately you're like, she's hot. So's hell. You know, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes.
Yeah, fearmonger hell. Fearmonger more, please. That's great stuff.
Okay? You're like, oh, she's going to take me to bed. Her bed's in hell. You don't want to go there. Okay? She's
So true. Everything fun in life is hell.
seductive. She's seducing. She's
You're not allowed to have fun, guys.
flirtatious. She's cute. She knows how to flatter. Yeah,
Yeah, so like things that you would actually want. No, you shouldn't get the things you actually want. No, that would make too much logical sense. You should avoid good things at all costs.
looks at you, she's like, you're amazing. And you know you're not, but it sounds good. So you're going to go with it. You're so handsome. No one's ever said that because it's a lie. Okay? Because it's a lie. That's a lie.
Okay, then why would she go for you and not somebody else if she didn't find you attractive? Like, hello? Or was there somebody using you for money or something? I feel like that's a little bit different.
And seducing my servants to practice sexual immorality, to eat food sacrificed to idols, to do evil. God's patient. He says, I gave her time to repent, but she refuses to
What's the evil being done here? Oh, she's like a dominant woman? Who fucking cares, dude?
repent of her sexual immorality.
This guy has the biggest wife beater energy of all time? Oh, absolutely.
So here's what it usually looks like.
He does have a point. Anyone who calls him handsome is lying. Well, yeah, him specifically, yeah. I guess he is speaking from personal experience.
Someone who is domineering, overbearing, highly emotional, manipulative.
But I also think he's I don't even think he's speaking from experience, though, because I don't think that a single woman has ever called him handsome before. Like, other than, like, his mom. Maybe he's basing it off of, like, his mom is like, oh, wow, you are so handsome now. Or some shit. It's like, yeah, everyone's mom says that.
Flattering, controlling, if it's a woman, seductive, wants to get as close to the leadership as possible, and wants you to compromise your integrity, and wants you to tolerate their attitude so they can dominate your life.
But it's okay when you dominate theirs? Again, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, howdy. Just a quick break here. Wanted to tell you guys about the newest bundle, New Days.
Shut up, I don't care. Stupid balding idiot. Dude, why are all these people balding and greasy and disgusting? I fucking look at his face. He's so dysgenic. All right, this is what I was like terrified of looking like if I were to have twink death. All right, that is a Mickey D's logo fucking hairline. All right, that is unfortunate. That is unlucky. That is unlucky. You know, men are supposed to be the protectors, but you know, people like this can't even protect their hairlines from receding.
You don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google it and find out for yourself. But this is him addressing the Jezebel spirit, helping you see the demons behind everything in our culture.
Dude, the demons are behind everything.
Do not want to,
all right, you got make sure to be very scared about everything because it's controlled by the demons.
miss this. If you don't have this book, you need to get it now.
Make sure to buy our shitty book. This is what I mean when I say it's a fucking grift. Oh, everything is being controlled by demons. But if you buy our book, then you can know how to fight the demons that are controlling every aspect of your life that you should be terrified of. It's actually quite sad, the tactics that they use, because they know what they're doing. The people that fall for it are obviously delusional, but it's quite sad that they fall for it because, you know, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them because it's like they're being exploited, taken advantage of, etc. Right? Whereas people like this are not true believers, right? That's why I don't feel bad making fun of them.
You can text FIRE to 99383 or go to realfaith.com/fire and you'll be able to grab this package.
Well, yeah, make sure to basically pay us money to keep the demons away. I mean, like, that's what this is. Like, it's the most blatant scam ever. Like, these are like the most blatantly greedy, grifting pieces of shit.
Things that the Jezebels hate. Are you ready?
Don't know what he's protecting because there's nothing behind that thick ass skull. True.
Okay. Some of you are like, no, but I'm sending this to my wife.
I'll be your mommy. Ayo.
Great. Oh, that's fine too. So 7 things Jezebels hate, and then 22 things Jezebels control. Number 1, Jezebels hate authority. In the story of Elijah, Ahab is in control, and she hates him and dominates him.
Okay. But if it was the other way around, it'd be based.
There are prophets of God. She murders them.
Well, that's not very nice.
Elijah is the man of God with the Holy Spirit, and she absolutely opposes and attacks him.
Yeah, that's not very nice, I guess. Yeah, murdering is pretty mean.
There's a guy named Naboth.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Who's got a piece of land, and he has legal right, so she murders him to take it. If you are in authority...
I mean, to be fair, you know... I mean, fuck landowners, am I right?
She hates you because she hates authority.
Okay, wait, no, she sounds based. Wait, actually, no, I support her. Dude, I'm also anti-authority. Dude, you know what? I support her. Yeah, like, when people are in positions of authority and, like, yeah, they're using it in, like, a way that's bullshit, like, yeah, I feel like they have it coming to them. You know, like, sorry, but, like, when you overthrow somebody that's in a position of authority that's misusing said authority, like, yeah, that's, yeah, well, it sucks to be you, but, like, you shouldn't have misused your authority, my friend. You should have had the best interest of the people in mind.
Wants to be in authority will not be under authority. In fact, the Holy Spirit reminds me the name Jezebel means without.
What if you're just anti-authority in general? Like, what if I don't want to be the one that makes all the decisions, but I don't want anybody else to? What if I'm just, like, anti-authoritarian? Period.
Husband.
Yes, murder is girl bossing, I guess. You know,
Now, she's married But she doesn't act like it. She's fiercely independent.
Problem?
In addition, hates the word no.
Yeah, that's kind of rapey. But that sounds like a lot of you guys.
Oftentimes you're not aware that you're dealing with someone
Yeah, free Luigi, I
who
agree.
leans more Jezebel
I also support Luigi.
until you say this really very controversial word. No.
So true. And then the Jezebel spirits make her rape you.
Also,
It's true.
their personality changes. Everything's fine as long as you say yes. Everything changes as soon as you say no. Some of you know
What are you saying no to? Sex? Or like the ability to be like treated like a human? Like it depends on what you're saying no to. Like if it's like, no, you're not allowed to leave the house ever. Like, yeah, you feel like most people would be upset about that. If it's like no to like, I don't know, like, will you let me fuck you? It's like, well, yeah, you should respect consent there.
exactly what this is. Like, we were doing fine until I said no. And then, wow,
What did you say no to?
I lit the wick and there was
Because I know for a fact it wasn't sex, all right? She does not want to fuck you, all right? That is all right? Her pussy is the fucking Sahara Desert if she's with you.
an explosion.
Dude, even the grease on your face can't make that shit wet.
They don't like being told no. And if you tell them no, they are going to threaten you, intimidate you, attack you.
What are you saying no to? Don't you think that's like important context? Again, we know it's not sexual intercourse. No one wants to fuck you, not even your wife. Again, her pussy's going to be the Sahara Desert, no matter how much forehead grease you wipe on it. So what is she being told no for?
Malign you, form an alliance against you. And if that doesn't work, cry, say they're a victim, and manipulate you. The goal
It's so true, dude. We're all just using our manipulation
is to get their way. In addition, they do not like to lose. So there's an occasion, you'll see it coming
Oh, but you love to lose. Yeah, clearly.
up in the story of Elijah.
Like, this is literally just describing a power struggle from the perspective of someone that's too unself-aware to realize that he is part of it.
There is a showdown between the 850 paid prophets of
You know, a power struggle requires two people to engage in it. Yeah, you know that, right?
Baal and Ashtoreth versus the anointed man of God, Elijah. Elijah calls down fire from heaven. God smokes 850 false prophets. They all were employed by Jezebel. It says that they ate at her table, meaning she provided for all of their income. And though she lost, she couldn't handle it. So what does she say? 1 Kings 19, I'm putting a bounty on Elijah's head. The demons can attack.
I mean, yeah, if you like murdered like 800 people that you fucked with, yeah, I could see why you'd be upset about that. Yeah, it's like not a very nice thing to do. It's actually bad to murder people. I know, it's like crazy how I'm like so consistent morally on that position. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't murder people for this. Like, it's like, yeah, okay, they're a false prophet. They're saying a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, that doesn't mean that they should be murdered, right? The same way I don't think you should be murdered, believe it or not. Even though all the stuff you're saying is a bunch of bullshit, right? I don't think it's worthy of murder.
Attack me if he's not dead by this time tomorrow. She puts a 24-hour bounty on his head. If you, in business, or in a divorce, or in a custody agreement,
Sure, you know a lot about divorces and custody agreements, don't you?
or even just an argument or a Bible study, sort of have a victory over a Jezebel, it ain't over. They're coming back.
What? So like, but you're focused on winning against them. You're saying that they can't handle losing, while simultaneously talking about how important it is to win against them and how you need to focus on it. Yeah, he's definitely projecting.
They do not take losing well. Also, they do not, number
Oh, but you do, clearly. That's why you're in the power struggle.
4, take a rebuke or correction. Throughout the entire life of Jezebel, not one time is she ever confronted with her wrongdoing and agrees. Every time she disagrees. Elijah the prophet keeps telling her, here's what God says. She doesn't care. There's no repenting. There's no relenting.
Send all the trans community to the Middle East. They deal with them the correct way. Well, that's just not true. That's like a lie. They do human rights violations over there. Why would we? You want to send me to a shithole? Saves the funding and mental health systems for the ones who actually need it. Oh, there's a lot of things I would say that are TOS. Oh, there's a lot of things I could say. But, yeah, all of them violate TOS. That's all I'm going to say, all right? All I'm going to say, all right?
There is no recognizing of wrongdoing. And if you rebuke them, you're not going to get a response from them that they are acknowledging that they have
Elskador, what's your secular argument against trans people?
done wrong. They will shoot the messenger. They will change the subject. They will make an excuse. They will get emotional. They will.
As opposed to you, the guy that's overly emotional and irrational. Pretty good assumption to make, though. Yeah, generally. Usually if someone's transphobic, they have like some like retarded, like dogmatic religious reason to be or whatever. Because like, you know, that's why they're delusional and unwilling to budge. Whereas like usually if there's like an atheist, like even if they're like, I don't know, like a fence sitter, or maybe they lean more right on the issue, like if they just like read studies, like they're gonna move to the left. And you just see what, oh, here's what like the actual like scientific literature says on the matter. Yeah, that moved me to the left on it. Thank God he had a hat on today at least. His shit was blinding, yeah. Bro, the fucking reflection off of the top of his shiny head was, oof. Oh, man. That was something else. If not Christian, why Christian shaped? You know, good question. Good question. Oh, okay. You timed them out. Was it a her? I have no idea. I'm gonna use whatever the opposite of their pronouns is. Because you know, I'm like a contrarian. Anyways. This is why the white race is disappearing. True. I'm gonna doom the white race. I'm gonna make white people all disappear, guys. With interracial marriage. And yeah, stuff like that. And promoting cuckoldry in the bedroom. Where you get cucked by Tyrone. Alright? And that's how she gets pregnant. That's my grand plan, everybody. I know, it's great. Dude, I'm so tired. I like the streams, keep it up, thank you. I'm like really tired and I should go to bed soon. I should really get some sleep. Double tap the smash like, everybody. I'm hungry as well. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna hop off. Love y'all. Bye. Bye-bye. Sending Femi into the cuck chair. No, it'd be you guys in the cuck chair. Okay? You guys are the cucks. I'm like the based Giga Chat. That gets like mad game or whatever. Okay, bye everyone.